All right, I'm going to call the meeting to order. The invocation of the Pledge of Allegiance will be led by Commissioner Courthouse.
Let us pray. Loving and gracious God, you are indeed the giver of all good gifts, and we thank you today for all your blessings. We ask that you continue to bless the citizens of our county, and we continue to seek your wisdom, guidance, courage, and strength. Be with us in our deliberations and help us to be wise in the decisions we make for the good of all those who have placed their trust and confidence in us. All glory be to you, loving God, now and always. Amen. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, first order of business is the minutes from September 1st, 2022 meeting. Is there a motion to approve?
I'll move the motion.
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Approval of bills, Mr. Coastal.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. We'll start with accounts payable, which total $368,703.43. Payroll this cycle is $334,148.52. We have bills in the 911 account for $1,291.61. There are 8 checks in the CDBG account for $72,893.02. Those are all the bills, and I'll make a motion to pay them.
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Treasurer's report, Treasurer Griffith.
Good morning. This is the Treasurer's report from 8/31 through 9/13/2022. We have a general account starting balance of $6,792,044.64. Total deposits of $2,175,722.03. We agree with the bills as read by Commissioner Coastal. Ending balance in the general fund account is $8,264,914.72. Other balances would include liquid fuels with a balance of $317,569.67. Act 89 with $462,610.56. 911 telephone account, $1,055,237.20. LEPC has a balance of $20,285.13. Local use fund, $478,364.84. And finally, capital reserve has a balance of $8,739,014.75. The end.
Thank you. The motion to accept the Treasurer's report.
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Meeting and events, Mr. Coastal.
I will give my list to the chief clerk for the minutes.
Mr. Coastal.
I provided my list to the chief clerk. I'd like to welcome Charles Falk and one of the premier defensive basketball players in Pennsylvania, Asia Binder, here for MCTV. Thanks for filming.
I can also provide a list. Under new business, is there any public comment? Sorry. Under new business, we have Juniata River Valley Visitors Bureau Executive Director Jenny Barron Landis from the Act 13 project, monument repair work at the Old Town Cemetery. The amount of $250. Jenny.
Thank you. I was asked to say a few words, and since we have some people who probably don't know what the Old Town Cemetery is, a little bit of a rundown. It's located on the corner of South Brown and Water Streets here in the borough. You can't miss it if you look for that big old stone wall that's been there a very long time. The county property, this is a county property, and it holds the remains of several of this area's first European settlers. This includes the grave of Dorcas Buchanan, generally known as our founding mother, since she made a home and business here in the early to mid 1700s. If you don't know her story, go look her up because she should be an inspiration for all entrepreneurs. Her sheer determination is amazing, and she lived to be 93 years old at this time when this was the frontier. But I digress. We could talk about Dorcas if you want all day, but that's a different story. Here's the deal about the Old Town Cemetery. Thanks to the county, the property has been mowed and maintained over the many years, but that doesn't mean that anything's been done to properly preserve what's there. Well-meaning people have recently made some changes that aren't recommended by professionals that work with these old headstones. It's impossible to keep headstones forever, but there are things that can be done to prolong life and fix damages. But you can't stop at Lowe's and buy some plastic caulking to squish in the cracks and hope it holds it all together. Sometimes these new materials can further damage old stones and make decay even faster. So enter Jonathan Appel. He's the owner of Atlas Preservation in Connecticut. I found John online and through a lot of determination lined him up to come to our area and teach a hands-on workshop at this small cemetery on 4th Street beside the former Royal Dairy. We've been calling it the African American Cemetery, the Civil War Cemetery, what you have, but it had been neglected for, we figure, probably at least 70 years at this point, was the last real attention to it. Well, he came to help us fix stones. If you've noticed that driving on 4th Street, they get brighter and brighter as time goes by. He has the tricks. So he came last fall and led roughly 24 people through a 2-day workshop. John is a master in the field of cleaning, preserving, and repairing gravestones and monuments all over the U.S. The evening of our workshop last year, I asked John to visit the Old Town Cemetery with myself and Forrest Fisher of the Historical Society. John was charmed by the lot, but could also tell that not much had been done to preserve it. He noted that specifically Dorcas Buchanan's sandstone marker had been surrounded by modern cement. Through freezing and thawing, this combination could snap the stone off at its base. A couple of the flat, full-length grave markers had also sunk into the grass over the years. That's really common, but somebody had dug a trench around the sunk stone, and that's a problem because, again, freezing and thawing, you're having pools of water sit there on top of marble, on top of granite, and you can break stones this way as well. All of it needed to be fixed. He wasn't in a panic, but he said you should fix it sooner than later. So thanks to the Commissioner's desire to preserve some of our Mifflin County's earliest heritage, we have a quote to bring John back for 2 days this October to do the following things. One is to repair the base of Dorcas Buchanan stone. Second is to lift the sunken slabs into the ground and make them safe for the lawnmowers, because we know that this is an ongoing issue with that style of gravestone. John will also be followed, helped, trailed by one of our county maintenance employees. Hopefully somebody that has some interest in this to pick his brain and learn everything he can about not only preserving gravestones, but the skills he has also apply to monuments here, cleaning and preserving monuments. That's all in this, in the bid that they sent, or the, I'm sorry, what did they send? They sent a quote. Thank you. So these repairs, along with the knowledge that John can share with our county employee, can go a long way in preserving this old cemetery.
Yeah, what's important here is that we get training, so we could then know the techniques and the materials used for future preservation. Also, the money that is going to go toward this project is known as Act 13 money. That's not through our general revenue. That's what's commonly known as Marcellus Shale money that counties get from the permitting of drilling in Pennsylvania. We get a small amount. We don't have any drilling in Mifflin County, but we still get some money, and that's where this money is coming from.
Wonderful use of the money. Again, these stones will eventually turn to dust, I guess, ashes to ashes, dust to dust. But there are ways to preserve it, so we have, we try to preserve our heritage and keep it in place. You can still read Dorcas's stone, which is absolutely amazing. He was impressed by that. Must be a good Central PA sandstone. Do you need anything else from me on that? Because you know I'm launching into Goose Day.
Let me make a motion.
Your motion to approve.
So moved.
Second?
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. You have something else?
Wonderful, thank you. And I've been talking with Lonnie about John's time frame. We hope he's going to be here by middle October, and we'll get that all synced together. I do have some people from that workshop that are also interested, so while they may not be county employees, they're still going to be here to suck up as much knowledge as we can from him. He really is a master, and if you look him up, he's done amazing work. So like I said, it doesn't matter where I am. This month of September, I launch into Goose Day. It is Goose Day month. Goose Day comes up the 29th of September every single year. It's coming up this year. It's on a Thursday. The short story is you have to eat goose on September 29th to secure your fortune for the coming year. The longer story is also in here. It's been around for so long that all kinds of fun, different things have been stuck to it, or at least we're making it fun. Because our goal here at the Visitors Bureau is to create this as our Punxsutawney Phil, meaning this could bring people in and bring a lot of fresh new money into our community. So this year, if you open up your brochure, and these are available a lot of different places, including our office at the historic courthouse, this QR code in the orange box, if you zap that with your smartphone, that will take you to 18 pages of things going on for Goose Day. And a lot of them start next Saturday, the 24th, which is the official start of our celebration days. There is so much going on the 24th, including Museum Day, which means all the museums in Mifflin and Juniata County are free for the day. And you may only be able to name 3 of them, but you know what, guys? We have 17 museums on that list. There are places that are never open that will open for Goose Day. That's thanks to Buffy Boyer. She twists arms really nicely. We also have, on this list, we also have every restaurant that's serving goose. And I will give you a heads up, if you are determined to get a full goose meal, call now, get your reservations. We are hearing some rumblings that goose can be hard to find. So make sure you, especially if you have a favorite place, see if you can get a reservation. Not all places are taking them, but then we also have the unusual stuff like goose noodle soup. And I think there's some goose appetizers happening someplace. So, because I don't know about you guys, I'm not all in for the big dinner, but I will eat a bite of goose, and I believe that's all you need. That's all you need for the coming year. So make your plans, get out there, and please support it, because if our locals don't support this event, or this local holiday, it's not going to last. And it really is something that is truly authentic to our area. It's been here literally for centuries, certainly for generations. I've talked to several generations that eat goose. They wouldn't consider not eating goose on the 29th. So please get out there and do something. If you have any questions, or if you want to get involved for next year, you have some ideas of doing something fun, come talk to us. It is something we talk about all year long, which does not surprise Kevin at all. But we all need to get behind Goose Day to make it something really fabulous. All right?
Yep.
Thanks for that extra time.
Thank you. Okay, we have work statement number 7 with Delta Development Group to extend the agreement for an additional 24 months for a fee of $4,000 a month. Is there a motion to approve?
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Open bids for the washer dryer. We have one bid. Commissioner Postal is going to.
Okay, this is properly advertised. It's redundant equipment that the county has. Okay, the bid on the washer and dryer, a stackable washer and dryer, is $337. $337 from Barbara Leckwood.
Okay.
Motion to accept the bid.
I'll second that.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. We have the reappointment of Dan Dunbar of Baytown, PA, and Dan Tappish, Belleville, PA, to the Mifflin County Hospital Authority for a 5-year term. The term expires December 31st, 2027. Is there a motion to appoint?
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. We have purchased a service agreement for use if needed by children and youth. Bobby Rayback, Esquire, State College, Mark Remy, Esquire, Lewstown, Pathways Adolescent Center, Incorporated, Oil City. Children and Youth Director Nicole Pulaski.
So the first one is for Bobby Raybuck. She would be the main provider of our guardian ad litem services for dependency cases. And her rate is $65 per hour. And then the next one is Mark Remy to be guardian ad litem in dependency cases if Bobby would have a conflict or couldn't be there for something. His rate would also be $65 per hour. And then the other one is for Pathways Adolescent Center. Both dependent and delinquent youth have gone there for residential placement for behavioral health treatment. Their lowest rate is $211.34, and their highest rate is $236.28, and that's per day.
Questions? Motion to approve.
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. We have the application for county aid 2022 liquid fuels allocation, Granville Township, in the amount of $6,118. Is there a motion to approve?
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Under personnel, we have rescind the hiring of Walter Cousins for correctional facility counselor. Resignation of Philip Callahan from part-time deputy sheriff effective September 1st, 2022. Hiring of part-time corrections officer Cohen Hensel effective September 6th, 2022. Hiring of part-time corrections officer Jay Mormon effective September 7th, 2022. And the hiring of Brian Busco for administrative training and security officer effective September 26th, 2022. Is there a motion to approve the personnel items?
Motion.
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. That concludes our business. We stand adjourned.